Right, the recording has started. If I do the intro, it makes it feel as though we're all very posh.
You believe in time to sing it down.
Browntown, welcome to Talking to Our Souls with me, Steve Henn, and our lovable, back from holiday, Av Singh. Av.
Hello, everyone. Well, you've informed me, haven't you, Steve, that we've actually got some sort of following in Germany?
We got 10% in Germany, we got 10% somewhere else, and 20% in the UK. I know. 20 unique views we've had, mainly on Spotify and Apple.
I'm going to say, you're right, Angela?
What do you call the English people who live in Germany? Anglophiles?
Oh, is that what they call it? Anglophiles?
I know people who used to be DJs and do discos in church halls were called paedophiles. That was me. Okay. Too soon, Jimmy Savile joke, wasn't it? Yeah. Now, for those of you who were watching in 4K HD, you may have seen Av go out of focus then. That's not his phone. That's just me talking about paedophiles.
That's not something we want to talk about.
What, 4K?
Yeah. 4K pedos, yeah, definitely not.
4K pedos? I don't know what that is. I don't even know what 4K pedos are. I'm going to the swing. I'm going to the swing pool in my 4K pedos. Av, where you been?
I actually went away for a few days, and just by coincidence, it was the same time that Edinburgh Fringe was on. So I was actually in Edinburgh during some of the Fringe.
Excellent. I had a bit of fun in the Fringe at Edinburgh years ago, but that was the 70s, and they never shaved. So, did you go and see any comedians?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Because I'm a comedian, so why should I go and see other fuckers?
Well, no, isn't that? Is it? Actually, a young chap came up to me and goes, "Do you want to come and see our show?" He was desperate to drum up business. He was giving out flyers, and I said, "When is it?" He goes, "Tomorrow." And I said, "Well, I'm going tomorrow morning." And the look on his face, Jesus. I think I must have been the only person that engaged with him. The whole day.
No!
He's giving out. I think that's what he looked like. Because he looked so disappointed.
And you couldn't stay.
Couldn't stay to it because I probably the only one who's actually spoke to him about when is it, where is it, you know. And he looked good. He's only young. I think he's in his teens. So.
It's so disheartening. You spend all day flyering and leafleting and trying to get people to your show, and then people will say yes to get rid of you. But you said, "I won't even be here, mate. So I'll have a nice chat with you, but I won't even be here." Don't even expect to be in the seat.
What time is it? What's it about? I was getting his hopes up. Yeah. It's tomorrow afternoon. Oh, I'm going home in the morning. And your face went. I felt bad for him.
That's it.
I felt bad for him.
I'm a coach driver. I've got 48 people with me. Oh, they'll come as well. No, we're going at 6.
So, I mean, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough to Fringe. So, I did see a few street acts.
Yes, I know. You sent me a lovely video of an old man have his nipples pierced, and you said it reminded me of you. Reminded you of me.
Reminded.
You've not seen my nipples. Yes, I am an old man. I was looking. I think I look a bit like a silver fox. I've got a new front light that makes me look like a silver fox.
Well, I've just actually rented an apartment, but they gave us a townhouse, which I was quite surprised with.
Nice.
And I'll tell you like a weird, contradicting kind of treatment I had. I was walking with the kids and the missus, pissed Scottish bloke walking towards me across the light. And I didn't notice this till my kids told me. He goes, Dad, he looked at you and said to you, fuck off. Right. I was like, I just laughed it off. I was like, I said, look, he looked pissed when I seen him, but I didn't actually look at him when he said it to me. So they're like, oh, why would he say that? I said, he's drunk. I said, don't worry about it. Later that day, because we're in the townhouse, there's like kids playing in front. The townhouse was actually part of a little, there's 10 houses, and there's loads of kids playing out in front of the street. And that evening, the kids knocking the door. For, oh, no, they're pissing us about now. They're going to run away or something. So, open the door and say, little. I don't know where he's from actually. This kid, he spoke English. Goes, hello, we're from next door. We just made you a chicken biryani. Say welcome.
Aww.
I know.
Did you say fuck off?
I looked at him and went, fuck off.
Oh no! See, that's very sweet. Was it nice?
It was funny. He was like a white Caucasian kid, and comes up, we made you biryani because we realised you were ethnic. It was kind of a bad, not bad day. I mean, it didn't upset me or anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just carried on my holiday, but it was nice kind of evening when they came around and said it is a biryani, so it was nice of them.
I think that's a touching story. I do feel that when you said that you saw a Scotsman the first time, the first part of the story, and you said I saw a Scotsman who was pissed, I thought, well, you no need to put the word pissed in there, yeah, because basically, no offence to anybody who's Scottish who's sober, but from my experience of Edinburgh and Scotland, is they like a wee dram.
I mean, it was, to be fair on the chap, it was pretty late for him to get drunk. It was like
10 to 10. 10 to 10, yeah. I think most Scottish people would agree with you. I'd be, and if I'm offending anyone, then do write in, especially the Germans, and tell me that we shouldn't just paint all Scottish people as being drunk before 10 o'clock in the morning, because I'm sure not all of you are.
I enjoyed a few days break away, so it was good. It was good.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice to go out with the family as well, I would imagine. And your children are old enough to enjoy the street entertainment.
There's a couple of strange acts, but I mean, fair play to them for trying, I suppose, isn't it? I mean, it's not to everyone's taste, but they're going out there trying to make an effort. So
I'm a big fan of street entertainment. You're not going to make a living at it. Well, some people can. But I think any form of entertainment I like, but street entertainment I think is the hardest thing to do to actually keep your audience, because there's so much going on.
Go on, sorry. There's quite a few beggars there, Scottish beggars, right? Which I was quite surprised with. Handful of appeared to be Eastern European beggars, but mainly Scottish beggars. And I said to him, I says, look, you want to go to Roma to perform some shit. Why should I give you anything for free when these guys are working their asses off to get coins?
There's beggars, and then there's beggars, and there's people that are homeless and genuinely are homeless and live a life which is very hard for them. And then I would assume, like in London, and like I would imagine that Edinburgh during the Fringe, there are a lot of people thinking, you know what? There's going to be so many tourists here. I reckon I could earn a few bob begging.
I mean, there's quite a few on Princess Street, which is the main shopping street, isn't there? So
yeah.
I was quite surprised. And there was one particular one. He was just in front of Marks and Spencer's, right in front of Marks and Spencer's, in the middle of the pavement, and his hands like this, and he had a glass, putting money in. And my son goes, "Should we give him something?" I said, "I haven't got any change." So what he did. He goes, that's mum goes, have you got anything to give him? And he had like 2 bananas, right? So he says, can we give the bananas to him, right? He put the bananas in the cup. He looked so pissed off.
I bet. No, but that's what it is. There's in London, they have chip and pin machines.
Seriously.
No, see, but I'm not. That's not even a go at people who are homeless, because if you want to claim universal credit or any benefits from the government, you need a mobile phone. You cannot do it unless you've got a mobile phone. So you need a phone number and you need access to the internet before you can get any benefits from this government. So I think he sells the big issue. It was on James O'Brien, and he's got a card reader that fits to his phone because why not?
I mean, as soon as you do that, you start thinking, well, you would question that. Is that genuine? Because is it? I don't know. Yeah.
No, you would, but like the one, it's very difficult now. I mean, my mum, bless her, she's 92, and she can't go anywhere and buy anything. And they always say, "What's your email address?" She says, "I haven't got an email address." And they say, "So I'll make one up for you. We need to put it in for our records." Like everything is like geared up to be online and internet savvy. So I would imagine in the future we'll just contactless payments. It'll be a chip in everyone's brains, and we just touch our phones to people's heads, and it'll go pa-ting. But chip and pin, you got to pay at least. You got to pay at least £5, ain't you, on a chip and pin? Otherwise, you'll have to. There's fees on top of that.
Well, is it? If you're charity, I suppose you pay less. I don't know.
I don't know. The charities have a lot of administrative costs, and it's a difficult one. I can't. I'm not going to say it's bad or good because we should be funding a lot of things ourselves, and there should be no such thing as homeless people or poor people in this country. But there are, and we're not even a third world country. Oh, we are actually now because we've left Europe, so that's fine. There's no turkeys for Christmas, Av.
How do you mean? On the red list?
No. No, you can't.
Turkeys on the red list.
We've got no food coming into the country because of the B word and
Boris.
Yeah. So apparently, when there's not going to be enough turkeys for everyone at Christmas, but I think that's a poultry excuse.
Got the biggest turkey in the country at the moment.
Well, yes, we have the biggest turkey in the country, and I know you wanted to talk about this, so I'm going to just do a nice segue for you, right? When Boris had coronavirus, there was a man stood in for him to do all the briefings. The deputy man of power called Raab, and everyone was saying, "What a wonderful man this is, standing in for our Prime Minister. Oh, Domanic Raab, we love him. He's so good. He's so efficient. He knows exactly what he's talking about." Does he bollocks?
Well, yeah, I think they all give this image, don't they? A politician, they're sharp and they know what they're talking about. But when shit hits the fan, they all freaking disappear, don't they? They knew what's happening in Afghanistan. It wasn't a surprise. But I want to stay on holiday. It's important for me to be on holiday. Let someone else deal with it. So his number 2, which is actually his title as the Minister for Afghanistan.
No.
Was actually yes. He was also on holiday, right? Apparently, his job was to keep in contact with Afghani ministers. But he said, "Oh no, I'm on holiday. I'm on holiday." So they had to get someone else in who's from another department to contact the ministers in Afghanistan. But I'm sure by the time he tried to do that, they all left the country as well.
It wouldn't happen in a shop. If you had a manager on holiday, you would have somebody in to make sure the shop was running. You don't send all your top 3 out because you need somebody in charge of You need someone in charge of the shop.
Apparently, Boris rang him to say you need to go, and he said no, I want to stay. Can I stay? Then Boris went because he's used to like changing his mind. You can easily convince him. He went, I want to stay on holiday. Is that okay? Okay, that's fine. Backtracking.
Yeah. Oh, you need to be speaking to people. It's an important international crisis. Don't fucking blow up your beach ball and paddle around in the water. You cunt.
I think he probably. But Rab went, "Can you get Savage Javid go? He's one of them, isn't he? Can't he talk to them?"
don't. I'm not.
He speaks the language.
Savage Javid does not speak the language of anybody. He has his own posh language. Savage Javid is certainly not a man of the people. I reckon he's more posh than bloody Boris.
What is that? He's brown. He's the same colour. They could understand him.
No. But the thinking. I know what you say. Yeah, the thinking in that Tory party must be quite bad. But it's a shitstorm, and I have no idea where we're going to go with it, and I just hope to God that it doesn't turn into an international terrorism organisation, but we'll see. You are so fuzzy at the moment, mate. It's frightening. But for the benefit of the people listening to us on Apple and Spotify, you can't see how fuzzy As is. As is?
Well,
As
people
is?
are not watching it.
As is.
People who can't see the video because they're listening audio only, I am actually naked. And I'm quite hairy. So.
That's excellent. That's excellent news. Dave Lee Travis was known as the hairy cornflake. As we go out at 9 o'clock, it can be known as the hairy. I don't know. What would you say? What would you have in the evening?
I think say the hairy Asian, but I would say most Asian.
The hairy Asian.
If you just Eurasian, he's Eurasian.
Hooray! The hairy Asian. Eurasian.
Yeah. That could be the title of one of the podcasts, can't it?
Well, I was thinking that actually. I never know what to call the podcast because I think we don't know until we know what we're talking about. And at the moment, we've been talking about what?
Domanic Raab.
Domanic Raab.
Fringe.
And me being naked and you being naked.
Well, I mean, we can call it the Asian hairy persuasion with the Caucasian.
Well, I'm quite happy with Eurasian. But
we've just created a new ethnic group, Steve.
Eurasian. Let's talk about Domanic Raab again. Domanic Raab is the man when we were talking about Brexit and working out, what's going to happen to lorries and shit like that. He said, "Oh, I didn't realise that Calais played quite an important part to transporting our goods from France to Europe."
Yeah, because his butler usually brings it in on a plate. That's what.
Should we go now?
Yeah.